Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joe with your Piney podcast. Yeah, South Jersey, rock on. 1,192 new beer virus cases, 4 deaths. That percentage is way lower. So again, they're like freaking out. Oh my God, all the positive tests. Yeah, and hardly anyone's dying. Let's see if these 4 died today. What's the transmission rate is... See, I think this transmission rate is total BS. I mean, how could the transmission rate drop slightly to 1.14? There's been over 1,000 cases every week. It's got to be higher than that. It's the way they accumulate these numbers that can't be right. This can't be accurate. Hospitalizations remain above 700 patients. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, we've done more than 4.2 million tests in the more than 7 months since this thing started. Come on. Come on, man. It doesn't say when the deaths were. You know, like I said, some of them, they might all have been today, but a lot of times they're not today. This is, you know, and look, since the tests are only 70% accurate, I kind of don't trust these numbers either. These could be flu. They could be adding flu into this. You don't know. I don't know if the tests are like good enough to distinguish between the beer virus and the flu or whatever. Second wave of beer viruses here in New Jersey. Here's why it's different from last time. Yeah, I mean... Expert anticipates there will be more cases with fewer deaths, as younger people account for more of the infections. Okay, that's a good thing. You know, I think we have a handle on it. I don't know why people are freaking out. And, well, I do, because, you know, they're trying to squeeze one last scare for the election. You're not scaring me. I don't care if you hold the polling place in the middle of a nursing home staffed with beer virus patients. I'm going in, and I'm voting in person. So, stop scaring people. You're freaking people out. Just stop. Stop scaring people. I'm not saying don't tell people about it. I'm saying stop framing it as a scary thing. It's not right. Just to sell a few papers, you frighten people. I hope when this is over, people just go, F the news. F it. And stop reading these traditional... Not this one. These guys are pretty good, actually. New Jersey 101.5. It's still a blue state, but good news for Trump in South Jersey. In Galloway. Love Galloway. Love that name. Democrats have been quicker to return the mail-in ballots in New Jersey Democratic candidates. Joe Biden and Cory Booker appear to be cruising the wins, according to Stockholm University poll. A poll of 721 New Jersey adults carried... Come on, 721, that's it? If you're not even going to do 1,000, why even do the damn poll? Found out that only 1 in 5 Republican poll respondents have voted early, while more than half the Democrats who participated already mailed in their ballots. Former Vice President leads Republican by 20%, or 56%, or 36% among likely voters polled. Why 3 different numbers? It doesn't make any sense. Among poll respondents who already voted, Biden leads by a massive 49%. That doesn't mean anything. 721 is a meaningless sampling in my view. There are like 9 million people in the state. Maybe you could narrow it down to a county with that low amount of sampling, but come on. Come on, man! It's pointless. It's pointless. Pointless at this stage to start calculating who's going to win. They can't wait to anoint Biden here. They're going to be throwing out truckloads of ballots for Trump. You watch. They'll be fining them for years. So, and keep watching the skies. Keep alert, by the way. You see something, say something. especially about the votes. Oh, Joan, I know you want to get down, but let's finish the videos, babe. South Jersey Regional Shelters. This is about you. There's animals. South Jersey Regional Animal Shelter seeks volunteers for TNVR program. This is the South Jersey Regional Animal Shelter. So if you'd like to volunteer, and it stands for Trap, Neuter, Vaccinate, and Release. And this is to address the cat overpopulation problem. And this is a real problem down here. When I was working at a storage place, there were wild cats, and you know, one of the cats had a litter, and one of the kittens, you know, I wasn't aware of them until later. And then it turned out one of them was dying and being eaten by ants. It was horrific. The poor thing was starving. You know, it was just, it was so sad. And there were lots of little kittens like that. They were starving because, and their mother was starving too. I mean, there's just too many of them. So this is the humane, you know, they're not killing them. They're capturing them. They're gonna vaccinate them and neuter them and release them, and then they can live their lives, but they won't, you know, have like litters and litters and litters and litters of wild cats, you know, because people can't take care of them. And then, you know, local laws, you can only have so many cats, you know. Some people, they can't stop, and they pick up like every cat and every stray they find, which, you know, I feel like those people are trying to be good, but it can create a health hazard. So this is really important. So if you're a big animal fan and you'd like to volunteer, contact the South Jersey Regional Animal Shelter, and you could find that where? That's a good question. It's a good question, Tone. Why don't you have the answer ready? I know. Oh, here we go. Call 856-691-1500 or visit southjerseyregionalanimalshelter.org. And that's in Vineland. Okay? Dogs of the Week, Axel, Barkley, that's a good name, Blanco, and Calamity are up for grabs. So adopt a pet and volunteer. If you're really, you know, if you want to be a vet, maybe you volunteer, get some experience. That's good experience for a vet. Or you work at PetSmart. This is a weird story, but I just saw a report on Westville's Deadline Drive renamed to 4 Heroes Way. I like Deadline Drive better. I mean, that's a cool name. Deadline Drive. And as a freelancer, I like deadlines. 4 Heroes Way, I mean, it's okay. I guess they're trying to do, like, you know, for the EMTs and stuff, but I'm going to miss Deadline Drive. I guess everybody was stealing the signs because it's such a cool name. And then finally, ending on a big positive note, found 12-year-old South Jersey boy. He was missing, and the cops found him. He disappeared around 11:30 and with his bike, and then they found him, I think, around 6. So good on the cops for doing that. I don't know why the kid wandered away or whatever. It doesn't appear that he was kidnapped or anything, so that's good. Good that they found a kid. It's a shame, you know, when kids go missing and everything. But it's good they found him. Good they found him. So positive news here in South Jersey, Pineys. I hope you're doing well. Joan and I will see you in the next video.